Hey loves, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is all about Magpie Beauty. We officially have a distributor here in Canada and they were kind enough to send me over a little goodie box. I have some beautiful glitters and the inkies, which are very similar to art inks, and the top coats. At the end of the video I do a quick tutorial using the art inks, so make sure to watch till the end. And please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as it really helps my channel. So we're starting off with the glitters, and these are named after mothers. Okay, so the first glitter we're diving into is called Jillian. It is this gorgeous soft pastel pink. I will insert a photo of me using this glitter on a client. I was so obsessed with it, and here it is all in its glory. So you can definitely sheer this glitter out if you don't apply a background color, as I did in my photo. But if you want it to be a little more pink, all you have to do is apply a pink layer of gel underneath and then apply this glitter on top. It is so soft and beautiful. I absolutely love it. And these little mylar flakes in there are just gorgeous. I love how they capture the light. So once again, this lightest pink is called Jillian. The next glitter is called Pamela. This is more of a brighter medium tone pink. It's so pretty. I love this shade. And I think this one is going to be so fun for summer. And here it is. So it definitely is brighter than the last pink glitter I showed. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just going to show you comparison. So you can really see this one is more of like a soft pastel-y pink with more of like a white tone to make it a lot lighter. This one is more of like a brighter neon-y medium kind of pink. So you can really see the difference, but they are equally as beautiful. Next is this bluish purple kind of shade. It's very like periwinkle. And it is called Linda. I love this shade as well. I love all of them. Let's just get real. So here is that one in all its glory. So it is very, very periwinkle. It leans more to a blue than a purple. But when you compare it to the other blues in this collection, then the purple does stand out a lot more. Oh, it's just so, so pretty. So once again, that was Linda. Next we have the blue, and this one is called Deborah. And I would say this is about a medium tone blue. And here it is in the jar. This one is going to be so, so pretty for like ocean nails. I absolutely love it. So, so pretty. Or Cinderella. If you do Cinderella nails, I think this would be perfect for that as well. Really, really beautiful blue. So once again, that was Deborah. Next shade we have is called Monica. And this one is probably my second favorite glitter out of the collection. I love this shade. It is like a minty glitter. It definitely has reflex of green and reflex of blue and a teal-y kind of color in there. It's so, so pretty. And here it is. Look how gorgeous that is. So right off the bat, this screams mermaid nails. I think this would be so, so beautiful for mermaid or ocean nails. I love it. Yeah, this one is definitely my second favorite. So that is called Monica. Next shade in the collection is this green, and it is called Irene. Such a beautiful, beautiful bright green. This is perfect for spring. Definitely can use it for Tinkerbell nails. Love, love this shade. And here it is. So it's not quite a neon green. It is more of a softer pastel green. It's kind of like a kiwi kind of color. It's really, really beautiful. All right, and that one again was Irene. The next shade is this very bright fluorescent yellow. This one is called Denise. Really, really nice yellow. And here it is. It's very like fluorescent highlighter kind of yellow. So pretty. This one is going to be really awesome for summer nails, for festivals. I can see a lot of girls getting this. I bet this would glow really nicely if you went to like a bowling alley with that those lights they use. I can't remember what they're called, but I know any bright colors under those lights really glow so fun, and I feel like this one would look amazing. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. So once again, this yellow is called Denise. All right, and the last glitter is called Marjorie. And this one is like a true corally pinkish orange color. In the camera, I feel like it's showing up very orange, but in person, I'd say this is more of a coral. And here it is right here. So it's definitely showing up more true in the jar. But it is a beautiful, beautiful corally shade. There is some reflex of pink in there. It is so, so pretty. The camera is definitely making it look a little more orangey than it actually is, but regardless, it is a beautiful shade. I love it. And this one will also be super fun for summer. So once again, that is Marjorie. All right, so my final thoughts on these glitters are they are beautiful, must have. They are so, so stunning to look at. Even just in the jars, they're beautiful, but on the nails, they're even more beautiful. So I love the flakes in these. Those little mylar pieces are so pretty. And with the fine glitter that it has in it as well, it's just a beautiful combination. Very eye-catching. I love that you can use them sheared out on their own, or if you want to make them more pigmented, more brighter, you can simply apply a color gel underneath them. And also the packaging is really beautiful as well. So they're in these kind of like glass jars. Can you hear that? And they just have a screw top. They are really, really high quality, really beautiful jars, and they're just like pleasing to look at. If you have them up on your shelf and displayed, I think they are really, really beautiful. They're about the size of like a lipstick. So that's pretty much it. If I had to choose 3, I would say Jillian is probably my favorite. I actually really, really love Jillian. I think this is such a gorgeous pink. So I'm going to say that one's my favorite. And then Monica is probably my second. And then Linda is probably my third. And then Irene's my fourth. So all of them are beautiful, but I would say if you're only going to pick up a few, definitely invest in Jillian, Monica, and Linda. I think they're just so beautiful, so versatile, and I think you'll get the most use out of those. But definitely, if you can, just pick them all up as the collection because they are so worth it. So now we're going to move on to the inkies. Okay, so starting with the inkies, we have this pink. So just your typical bright pink. I just got it all over my hand. Next, we have purple. And it is like a medium tone, brighter purple. We have blue. It's about a medium tone blue. Then we have deep blue. So this one is definitely more of a deeper, but it's like more vibrant, kind of like a cobalt blue. Then we have green. So it is more of a brighter medium tone green. Really pretty. Then we have deep red. So this definitely looks kind of like a burgundy. I'm really curious to use this. Yeah, it definitely looks more of a burgundy than like a red. Next we have red. So this one might be like a more true red. This one almost looks orange. But I guess I would have to apply it to a nail, but right off looking at the little brush, it definitely looks more of an orange than a red. But it might apply more red when you apply it to a nail. Next we have rust. So this kind of looks like a brownish caramel kind of color. I think rust is a pretty good name for it. Okay, so this next shade is called Gold. And this is definitely more of a sheerer color than the rest. It has a slight shimmer to it. It's not overpowering, and I'm not even sure if it would show up on a nail. But just looking at the brush, it does have a slight shimmer to it. And then we have silver. This one I made a mess of. I opened it and it spilt everywhere. So this one is more of a brighter silver, and it does also have shimmer to it. This one is more shimmery than the gold one. Super pretty. I really want to test this one out to see if the shimmer shows up. But yeah, I'm really curious about this one. Next, we have black. All right, and this doesn't look too deep. It'll probably fade out to be like a dark gray if you apply it to a white nail. But it's always good to have that if you want to do like those classic marble nails. Next, we have white. And this really looks pigmented. This is a bright white. And lastly, we have this thing called clear. So I was reading the instructions and it says to apply the inkies and then apply this over top, and it's supposed to make kind of a more watered effect. I'm very curious, so we are going to give this a try and see how well it works. I'm very interested in this. So yeah, now I'm going to jump into the tutorial. All right, so they did send over their shiny coat as well as their velvet coat, which I believe is a matte. So what I've done is swatched 2 of these nails in white, and I want to do one nail that's the shiny coat and one that's the matte coat. That way you can see how they look when they are applied. So in order to use like the typical art inks, you always have to start with a matte finish, or a matte base, I mean. So I'm gonna try using their matte. Also, this is just my red iguana finger in case if anyone was curious. Okay, so I'm gonna give that a cure for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. Okay, so straight out of the lamp, it does automatically turn matte. I don't think I have to wipe it off, so we're just gonna leave it like this. And I'm going to start by using these 3 shades. I just did the set I showed you with the glitter. I used these 3 on them. So I thought it'd just be easy to show you guys what I did. So this is the blue. And I'm not gonna make this perfect. This is just to strictly show you guys the product. So what I found with these, you want to give them a good shake before you actually use them. I think a lot of the pigment just settles to the bottom. So give them a good shake before you start using them, and you'll find they're a lot more pigmented. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that dry for a second. When you use inks like this, you always wanna wait for about 5 to 10 minutes before you put on your final coat. Now, this is just for if you're applying it to a real client's hand, so it prevents from chipping. Because what happens if you go in straight in and apply your top coat, this is runny, right? So it has alcohol in it, so it hasn't fully had time to dry. So if you still have liquid in there from the inkies, then your top coat will just chip away. So you want to make sure it is fully dry so you can prevent any chipping that may occur. But because this is a fake finger and she isn't going anywhere, I'm just gonna go in with the next step. So I'm gonna try this clear. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to apply it to the full nail. I think it's just alcohol inside this. Whoops. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just like the alcohol ink that are, I don't know if you're used to Opera, they have their liquid, or most people just use alcohol, 99% usually, and it works perfectly, and it just disperses and, you know, makes the art inks fade. So I think that's all that this is, but just in a bottle form. And you know what, that's kind of handy to have it in a bottle. Then you don't need to bring like a separate brush out. You don't have to pour some of it into a little jar. So that's kind of what it looks like. The only thing with this is I feel like after a while, this brush might get stained, but who knows? And the other thing too I'm noticing, because I went to the blue here and went back up here, a lot of the blue is shifting up here. I personally don't hate it, like I still think it looks pretty, but just be aware of that. If you are trying to keep certain shades where they are, maybe just go in and wipe it off, like go into here or wipe it off on a paper towel, just so you don't have colors mixing together. But yeah, I think that looks really pretty. Very unicorn vibes. So pretty. So I'm gonna let this sit for a second, and then we're gonna go in with the next one and use a couple of the other colors. Okay, so for this nail, I decided to take out the gold and the deep red because I think it looks like a burgundy, so I'm really curious about that. Yeah, I would say it is like a deep red, but it can definitely be comparable to a burgundy. Let's see what this gold looks like. Ooh, it's very sheer. Yeah, you can barely make it out. And I did shake this up a lot, so you can kind of make it out. It's turning a little splotchy. I'm not sure about that. Let's try the silver. Yeah, the silver's kind of the same situation. It's a little more pigmented, but not by much. Yeah, this one's getting very splotchy. I'm not sure if I love those, like those two shades in particular. Let's maybe try this rust shade and see if I can salvage this. Okay, you know what? That doesn't look too bad. It looks like I meant to do that now. So this color did apply over top of the shimmery ones really well. So that's awesome. Now let's go back in with the clear and just see what happens when we use it. You know what? I actually kind of like how the glitter is fading. It looks almost like I purposely applied some glitter in spots. So maybe that's what the purpose of those two are, which I'm not mad at. I think you can do some really cool looks if you're meaning to have this kind of speckled glitter. Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Kind of like a foily texture look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now let's pull the other one back out and we're gonna apply the top coats now. All right, here are the two nails. I think I'm gonna make this one matte and this one shiny. That way the shimmer can still show through. So we're gonna start with the matte coat again. And I gotta say, the brush is really nice to apply. All right, so there's that. I do feel like it is shifting a bit more with the matte, but I find that with all art inks that the matte always makes it disper a bit more. So I'm gonna quickly pop this into the light. All right, and then we're gonna go in with the shiny coat. Alrighty. This shiny coat is really nice. I used it on my one client and it was super shiny. I can't speak for the longevity of how long it stays shiny, but I have high hopes. So that is what that looks like, and I'm gonna pop this into the light. All right, here is the finished look. The matte looks great, the shiny looks great, and there's no tackiness after, so you guys don't have to wipe them off. They applied really nicely, as you saw, and I cured it for 60 seconds. So the more I've been thinking about it, the more I love this idea for the clear in the jar. I think it is so convenient. You really don't have to use a dampen dish and pour some of the liquid in a dampen dish and then bring out a brush. It's so convenient. You already have it in a container or in a bottle, and the brush is in the bottle. So I really love this idea. So I'm really happy with that. I wasn't sure about the shimmery ones, but I do like how it turned out. It just kind of looks like I purposely placed it in certain spots, so I really like that idea. But I don't know, I think they turned out really well. These are kind of just, this one I've done a million times with other art inks, and I love these three colors together. I think they just look so pretty. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial I did and showing off the glitters. Comment below which was your favorite glitter, and if you are more of a matte girl or shiny girl. I personally am more shiny, but I have a few clients that only ever get matte. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Bye!